streamers are being mentioned in Drake lawsuits in big 2025, bro. This is insane. So I'm not gonna go out of my way to summarize the whole Kendrick Drake beef in this video, but long story short, two of the biggest rappers of all time get into a rap beef, and Kendrick came out the winner. I don't care. Kendrick came out the winner. In the aftermath of this beef, the things that happened after this beef are arguably more interesting than the beef itself. I wouldn't argue it, but, you know, you can make that argument. Because for the last couple of months, Drake has been sneak dissing the likes of LeBron. He's tried to sue UMG and Spotify. And I believe he actually backed off of his first lawsuit with UMG and came back with another one, this one for defamation. This is per Brian Zizuk on Twitter. Drake has filed a defamation suit against UMG. This isn't a petition. He's demanding a jury trial. He claims UMG approved the release and promotion of Not Like Us, despite knowing the allegations Kendrick made in the song were untrue, causing him undue harm. UMG is quote-unquote the world's largest company and also the music company that has represented Drake for more than a decade. Yet on May 4th, 2024, UMG approved, published, and launched a campaign to create a viral hit out of a rap track that falsely accuses Drake of being a pedophile and calls for violent retribution against him. Even though UMG enriched itself and its shareholders by exploiting Drake's music for years and knew that the salacious allegations against Drake were false, UMG chose corporate greed over the safety and well-being of its artists. With his own record label having waged a campaign against him and refusing to address this as a business matter, Drake has been left with no choice but to seek legal redress against UMG. UMG may spin this complaint as a rap beef gone legal, but this lawsuit is not about a war of words between artists. This lawsuit involves no claims against Kendrick Lamar or any other artist. Instead, it is about UMG, the publisher and exclusive rights holders of Lamar's music, as well as Drake's, and its malicious decision to publish and promote through covert means false allegations about Drake that UMG knew were false, explosive, inflammatory, and certain to result in both vitriol and substantial harm to Drake's reputation. Now, there's a lot to talk about in this lawsuit, right? Apparently it's like 81 pages. Shout out to Kobe. But I want to talk about today specifically about the streamer angle, because streamers specifically were mentioned in this lawsuit, and I find a lot of this very, very interesting. Coming from a guy who was streaming, reacting, making clips off of the Kendrick and Drake songs as they were being released, like literally the night of. Drake alleges in the lawsuit that UMG permitted content creators such as Kai Cenat, Zeus, No Life Shack, RDC Gaming, and Cartier Family to monetize reactions to Not Like Us without enforcing copyright claims. He claims that this lack of enforcement enabled the spread of defamatory content while generating profits for both UMG and the creators, prioritizing revenue over Drake's safety. And in the lawsuit, as you can see, rightfully so with legal stuff like this, they were very, very specific with the creators who made the reactions and the viewership as well. They're talking about Cartier Family right here with their reaction to Not Like Us with 2 million views on their reaction. No Life Shack posted his own reaction and got like 5.3 million views from it apparently. Zeus's reaction has 6.6 million views. RDC has 4.5, and Kai Cenat, who posted a 20-minute reaction, probably had the most viewed reaction, getting 9 million views on his reaction to Not Like Us. So first, let me start off by explaining what a copyright claim is, because I do think it's important for this video. A copyright claim is what happens when a creator uses copyrighted footage from another person who owns the rights to said content. And if the claim is upheld by YouTube, the person who owns the copyright to said footage gains all the revenue from said video. Now, YouTube has made a couple changes to this. I believe they allow revenue sharing now between the copyright holder and the person who used the content, but I still think that's up to the copyright holder to decide. But nevertheless, what typically happens is that if I use a song from Drake's catalog in my videos without written permission and it gets claimed by UMG, UMG takes all the revenue from my video and I get nothing. The video stays public on my channel, people can still view it, but all the revenue goes to UMG. So in this case, the copyright holder is UMG, the content being used is Not Like Us, and what Drake is saying in this case is that, yo, these reactors are using UMG content, right? Typically, they do get claimed for this, but UMG, in collaboration with Kendrick Lamar, decided to not claim these reaction videos, even though they typically do, and that is something that UMG is using to promote Not Like Us, to promote, you know, the allegations being made against Drake, to essentially tarnish Drake's image while simultaneously profiting off of all of this mess, and that is what Drake is claiming in this lawsuit, or at least Drake's legal team. But I'm gonna keep it a stack, and for those who know me, I fuck with Drake's music. Like, you know, when Spotify Rap comes around every single year, there is one guy at #1 that's been at #1 for a couple of years now. So this is, listen, this is coming from a Drake fan. I fuck with Drake's music. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. I'ma just keep it a stack. What Drake is doing right now is some sore loser shit. Like, especially dragging streamers in the way that he did. This is insane. And the reason why I'm saying this is some sore loser shit is I truly do wonder if Drake won the beef, would he be doing all of this? Like, all the claims that he's making still could have existed, but if he won the beef in the public eye, would Drake be going out of his way to do all of this? My guess is no. I ain't gonna lie. My guess is no. A lot of his claims are based off of this idea that whether it's Spotify, UMG, or YouTube, like these entities are artificially pushing Kendrick's music to boost Kendrick's numbers, make him look better, and simultaneously defame Drake, right? I don't know if it's just me and how I consume the beef. Yo, pause. Oh my God, I'm editing this video right now. That is crazy. That's crazy. But this was not a beef that needed algorithmic pushing from anyone. I ain't gonna lie, like, people knew how to find the music, people searched for the music, people found out and made their opinions off of, you know, just organic pushes, in my opinion. Most people didn't need to go to YouTube's trending page or, you know, go on Spotify's AI DJ tool to know that Kendrick and Drake dropped. Like, that just wasn't the case. And this was such a big event. I'm telling you right now, I know how YouTubers think. I know how YouTubers operate. UMG claiming or not claiming these songs would not have stopped Zeus, would not have stopped Kai, would not have stopped RDC from reacting to the songs. Period, point blank.
Basically, the right to monetize our videos, to spread, to defame his image, basically. Basically, to make him look bad, they let us monetize our content. Nigga, what? That makes no sense. We was gonna react to it anyway. Whether we got paid or not, nigga, we still was gonna react. Dre, you must be new here. Niggas was gonna react anyway. This is the biggest beef ever, nigga.
We can look at how the videos did for the reactors, and I can tell you right now, all of the reactions banged for them. Now, did the reactions to Kendrick's song bang more than the reactions to Drake's songs? Absolutely. But was it because one was claimed and the other wasn't? I don't think so. For certain YouTubers, specifically YouTubers who react to music, they are used to copyright claims. And they know for a fact when certain songs release, they are willing to just take the claim hit in order to get the sheer amount of views that a certain reaction is gonna get. A lot of YouTubers, and I dare y'all to lie to me, would rather miss out on the revenue, the AdSense revenue on a certain video, than miss out on a video that might get them 4, 5, 9 million views. Now, I do think a lot of this changes for me if the reactions to Drake's songs were either being age restricted or just flat out being taken down by UMG. I do think that changes a lot of this for me. However, that's not the case. These are just claims. And if the argument here is that unclaimed videos inherently grow more on YouTube, I would argue that, again, that doesn't make any sense because that doesn't benefit any party involved. The copyright holder wouldn't benefit, the creator wouldn't benefit, YouTube wouldn't benefit. Like, no one benefits off of a copyright claim video just being stifled because of the fact that it's copyright claim. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Also, if the argument is that UMG is prioritizing profit and revenue over Drake's safety, then it would make sense for them to claim the Kendrick reactions than not claim them. Because by not claiming all of these reactions, they probably missed out on hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. Mind you, this is coming from the same guy who told Kai Cenat, who called Kai Cenat while he was live on stream to tell him to stay on stream in order to react to Family Matters.
Yo! Drake just text me! Drizzy just text me. I got a report. I got a report. Drake has just texted me. Drake has just texted me. Stay on stream. I repeat, Drake has officially said, stay on stream.
Like, this is insane. And I don't know if this applies for everyone, but there is a tweet from Rage saying, my Drake reactions are now also uncopyrighted. We eating. I will say, if there is one thing for Drake's argument here, is the question of, why would UMG not claim the videos? What does UMG gain for not claiming the videos? Because I get why Kendrick would do it, right? Like, this is for the culture. I'm letting streamers react to it and make a bag off of it. Like, it's me. Like, I'm for you guys. Be on my side. But that's not how copyright works. Like, I think the final call is by UMG in this instance. And I just find it hard to believe that Kendrick knocked at UMG's door. Yo, you know, don't claim these videos, man. I'm for the culture. And if they did agree to that, then you can make a case that there is a level of favoritism being leaned towards Kendrick by UMG. I ain't gonna lie. There's a case to be made there. And I think that may be the case that Drake is making. Maybe there's a deeper conversation to be had here, but from the outside looking in, what this looks like to me is that Drake is mad Kendrick made a hotter record than him. Kendrick made a more viral hit than him, and Drake is just finding all the ways, trying to reach for all the ways to justify why Kendrick's song is harder than Drake's, because that's Drake's game. If there's one thing Drake is good at, it is making hits, and he got outed, he got outplayed in his own fucking game. Or I could be completely wrong and there is actually a deeper conversation here to be had about Drake's contract with UMG and UMG truly fucking him over. But I'm gonna leave that up to the academics of the world to discuss, because hey, I'm gonna just talk about what I know. I will say I did call a lot of this from the beginning, because after the beef ended, I was definitely on the camp of, yo, don't be surprised if lawsuits get involved, if legal action gets involved, because there is a lot of shit being said that people will not take lightly. Everyone told me, it's just rap beef, B-Souls, like this is gonna fly over. But bro, Kendrick is being called a wife beater and Drake is being called a pedophile and a deadbeat. Like, these are claims that no one, I don't give a fuck if it's Kendrick or Drake, no one would take lightly. But when you add the fact that those allegations involve very powerful people under the same company, yeah, this is gonna get messy like this. This is not surprising to me whatsoever. To find the silver lining in this, I guess, I do think it is really cool that, you know, content creators and their influence and their impact have been taken way more seriously now, to the point where they're actually being mentioned in lawsuits. And I don't think it's just this situation, by the way. Like the whole Lil TJ Blackboy Max beef, I do think that's another example of streamers and content creators being taken more seriously. I don't think this applies to sports, but specifically in the rap game, maybe even more broadly in the music game, it does feel like the new media really is content creation, really is streamers. And I think there's a bigger conversation to be had about that. We'll have it on this channel when that time comes. But yeah, this is all very interesting to me.